Day 3, third day, the Empire of the Angels. As messengers of God and executors of his orders, the angels exercise a great empire over our souls and bodies and over the material world. Concerning the power of the angels over the world, the Catechism of Perseverance teaches that there are angels who impart motion to it. Material creatures, inert of their own nature, are set in motion by spiritual creatures as our bodies are by our souls. Such is the strength of the angels that one of them is sufficient to put the whole planetary system in motion and to carry the most enormous bodies wherever it desires, with a rapidity that baffles all calculation. According to St. Augustine, there are angels who preside over every visible thing and every different species of creatures in the world, whether animate or inanimate. If God were to open our eyes and show us the angels under sensible forms, what wonders we should discover. Let us consider that all the comfort and benefit we derive from earth, air, water, and fire, from the heavens, from animals, in fact from every creature, comes to us through the agency of the holy angels, who are God's faithful ministers. St. Thomas incidentally gives us another proof of angelic strength. He teaches that each great star, planet, and sun, every heavenly body, even the greatest, has its own guardian angel to keep it in its course and to prevent any possible aberration. What prodigious energy and power does not such control demand? It is true that the stars and heavenly bodies, by the natural direction given them by God, pursue their several courses, but these great worlds are material and therefore, as the angelic doctor points out, are liable to decay and deterioration. To prevent disorder and confusion in the thousands of heavenly bodies whirling through space with inexpressible speed, God gives each one, in his all-wise providence, an angel to keep it in its course and avert the dire calamities that would result were it to stray from its allotted orbit. Few people think on this when on beautiful starlit nights they gaze on the heavens and the myriads of stars. The starry world, writes Father Faber, is an overwhelming thing to think of. Mary's Son is the King of stars. How fitting it would be to salute the countless angels who guard these stars and who look down upon us with love and tenderness. Whenever we look abroad, we are reminded of those most gracious and holy beings, the servants of the holiest, who deign to minister to the heirs of salvation. Every breath of air and ray of light and heat, every beautiful prospect, are, as it were, the skirts of their garments, the waving of the robes of those whose faces see God in heaven. But the special object of the angels' care is the human race, which they are appointed to guard. In the opinion of St. Clement, St. Gregory the Great, Origen, and other holy writers, every country, every city, town, and village, and even every parish and family has a special guardian angel. Believing this firmly, St. Francis Xavier invoked the guardian angel of every country and city in which he preached the Holy Gospel, and when he left one place to preach elsewhere, he never failed to commend to the protection of the holy angels the new congregation he had won to the faith. So too, altars, churches, dioceses, and religious institutions have their own guardian angels. Every church has special angels to guard it from desecration, and every altar has thousands of angels to adore the God of heaven and earth concealed in the most blessed sacrament. According to the testimony of the learned historian Baronius, angels protected the churches of Constantinople and the palace of the emperor against the attacks of the Arians. The same historian relates that when the Saxons entered the church dedicated to St. Boniface, they were repelled by two angel warriors who appeared in wondrous beauty and strength. Blessed Peter Faber, a renowned missionary of the Society of Jesus and the companion of St. Ignatius, its founder, brought many souls to God by his work of evangelization in Germany. While travelling through the diocese of his birth, he received innumerable consolations from the guardian angels of several parishes. On repeated occasions he received most sensible proofs of their protection. Sometimes these holy angels preserved him from the fury of heretics. At other times they rendered souls more mild and tractable to receive from him the doctrine of salvation. Lastly, they guard each one of us. Every man has a guardian angel appointed to enlighten, defend, and guide him during the whole course of his mortal life. This consoling truth is next after dogmas expressly defined, one of the best founded in scripture and tradition. Even pagans seem to have retained something of the original tradition on that subject, and one of the earliest Greek poems contains this remarkable passage. Upon the thickly peopled earth, in ever ceaseless flow, full thrice 10,000 deathless beings pass lightly to and fro. Keepers unseen of mortal men, in airy vesture dight, their good and evil deeds they scan, stern champions of the right. To this office of the guardian angels of men we shall return in subsequent pages. Suffice it to say with Father Faber that all these marvels of the broad world of angels belong to the empire of the precious blood. There is not a corner of God's creation which is not more or less benefited by the precious blood. Let us then never cease to thank the divine blood with our whole hearts for all it means to angels and men. From the book St. Michael and the Angels.